Hello there, everybody. So I thought I would make a video about 10 things that people just naturally believe, but just aren't true. And it would be amazing if you look out at all the fake news, propaganda, and lies that are being told to the entire masses, how easily it is to make you and everyone else believe things that just simply aren't true. Ready for this? Here we go. 10 things that most people believe that absolutely are not true. Number one, the daddy longlegs is not the most poisonous spider in the world. Actually, they're not poisonous at all. They're not even spiders. Here's a little bonus for you. They're aphids. However, they do resemble the Brazilian wandering spider, aka known as the boot spider or the banana spider, because they like to live in trees and curl up in your boot, and then they bite you, and there's pretty much not a cure. And you take about, 15 steps, you die, and you spasm so hard till your back breaks, and you might even fart real hard so your guts come out. Number two, bananas don't grow on trees. Bananas do not grow on trees. They grow on bushes. It's a banana bush. Here's your bonus. A banana is a fruit, and it's a berry. Like, duh, right? Who knew that? This is for all you farm boys out there. Bulletproof vests do not make you invincible. Just so you know. Most army helmets, bullets go straight through them. I don't know if you've watched any YouTube or Facebook, but you can go check that out about normal people who just make bullets. Here's your bonus. A clay bullet or a bullet made out of Play-Doh will blow through a steel plate this thick. Easily. Bulletproof vests do not make you invincible. I see his head. Get him in the head, Poot. Good shooting. Here we go. Number 4. This one is for all of you Call of Duty fans out there. That's right. Ready for this one? Real war does not consist of you respawning and running out in the open and getting yourself shot. That's why most of you don't actually play Warzone. Just gonna throw that out there. Here's another thing. Here's the kicker that everyone believes. Not all guns are made out of metal. Okay, Magneto? That's right. Most professional guns are made out of carbon plastic. Did you know that? Even the bullets. So just in case someone gets real smart and decides to put up a magnetic field, there's your bonus. Magnetic fields are real, and decides to pull you and your bulletproof vest in that gun and maybe that big old thick helmet you have strapped on your head across a battlefield, you would understand that professional guns aren't made of metal. And soldiers don't run out and just get shot and respawn. It's like so immature. Coming in at number 5. That's right. Ready for this one? Because it's mind-boggling. The sun does not bounce its rays off the moon. Believe it or not, the moon produces its own light. If you don't believe me, take a thermometer and bring it into moonlight. Watch the temperature. Now go into the shade of the moon. It's warmer in the shade. Think about that. If the sun was bouncing its sunlight rays off the moon, wouldn't it be warmer in the moon's light? Coming in number 6, good old number 6. That's right. Check this one out. There is oxygen in space. Yeah, that's right. There is oxygen in space. If you lit fire in space, believe me, they've done it, would burns in basically a straight line. It's amazing because of compression. You can have fire in space. People are like, oh, Star Wars, they shot one of them torpedoes. Like, who would shoot a torpedo in space? Just gonna throw that out there, right? And it hits and it blows up. There couldn't be an explosion. Yes, actually, there could be. It just wouldn't look what you thought it would. It's kind of like when you poop in space and you don't have a vacuum, it makes a big mess. Number 7. Putting wooden spoons over a pot will keep it from boiling over. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to boil rotini before, but if you have that thing bubbling on hot and it starts bubbling, no amount of wooden and or metal and or carbon polyfiber spoons are going to help you keep that from bubbling over. It's physics. it's alchemy, and it's really simple. It's not going to help you. And if you think it's helping you, you might want to go ahead and check the temperature on the stove and then check and see if it really was going to boil over, right? It creates a barrier. No, I'm sorry. If you have it up all the way, it's going to bubble over. Chances are you turned it down and then you put the wooden spoon there and you really think it works. It's an old wives' tale. I don't know. What about an old husband's tale? It's always have to be wives. I don't get it. Now, I really like this one. Coming in at number 8. Sharks are the biggest man-eaters in the world. That is not true. Not by any sort of the means, actually. You want to know what kills more people in the entire world than anything? The police. Coming in number 2 would be the great horned owl. That's right, it is the biggest killer of men in the world. More people die from owl attacks than any other animal. I mean, even tigers, lions, bears. Oh my, who would have known? Number 9. Ready for this one? Bees aren't poisonous. That stinger won't hurt you. Alright, you all might want to stop saying that to people, and when there is a bee, tell them to get away from it. That's not a joke. Not only are bee pains and bee stings really seriously actually very painful, and everyone, even when they're not allergic to the poison that is inside of the bee. Bees are poisonous. That's why you swell up, even when you're not allergic. And believe it or not, multiple bee stings will result in you dying. One of your arteries will clog, your heart will give out, or you will have a brain aneurysm. I'm just going to throw that out there. Bees are incredibly dangerous, and I mean, look at what they can do. Rightly, they should be so. Mother Nature's pretty handy, isn't she? Bee stings are poisonous. They will kill you, and I would highly, highly suggest not getting near a wasp or a hornet's nest. You ever heard the old saying that madder than a hornet? There you go. And number 10, the spirit fingers, right, is the internet. Don't believe everything you hear and or read on the internet. Do you understand how contradictory that is to itself? Well, if you're not believing anything you're reading and you're not believing anything you're hearing or seeing, then what can you really believe at all unless it happens to you? Well, it's kind of like some of the things I was talking about in this video. Well, not everybody is going to be able to know about bananas or, ever even see a real bush in their life. So, number 10 goes like this. Spirit fingers. You have to believe what is on the internet. Duh. There it is. That makes no sense. It's another one of those wife husband tales that are completely contradictory. Not everything on the internet is a lie. Actually, what you're seeing on the internet is only about 1.1% of what the internet actually is. Serious. You're seeing a very top surface. Underneath that is our government services that no one wants to talk about, right? But then underneath that is actually a part of the internet called the dark web. And it gets way deeper than what people think. It's deeper than the Mariana Trench, and then it goes higher than Mount Everest. Trust me. There are Wi-Fi signals in the air that are all around you at all points in times, whether you think you can get internet or not. Believe it. It's true. It's there. You can even listen to people through Wi-Fi signals. You probably didn't know that. This is what these videos are about. So my 10th thing is you should start believing the stuff on the internet. Don't believe all of it, like putting windshield wiper fluid on your windows in the wintertime so that it busts and cracks, which everyone believed that meme, and that happened to millions of people. All of you that think that's funny, go ahead and laugh. I think it's terrible that people will believe a simple meme before they would actually believe, let's say, a fact checker or a video on the internet that's been passed around a bunch of times and not edited. And for all of you out there who don't want to believe the stuff that's on the internet, you do know that there is software that you can download those videos. You can go in and see if they're edited or not. It will tell you. And here's the scary part. Some of those videos and a lot of those videos aren't edited. So I'm just kind of wondering how people get picked up and flung across the room, or things move on their own, and or weird lights in the sky. Maybe you should start paying more attention and do some fact checking. So that's your number 10. That's your spirit fingers. 10 things that you believe on a daily basis that you probably shouldn't.